Good afternoon, my beautiful friends. How's it going? What's new? What's shaking? I was just eating some cheese. I'm always eating on here. I didn't eat today. I had a piece of bacon for breakfast, or two pieces of bacon, and a piece of salami. And now I realize that I hadn't eaten my lunch, and now I'm hungry. Of course. You guys do that when you get so busy you forget to eat. I mean, believe me, does it look like I forget to eat? No, it doesn't. But my tummy was saying, put something in it now. So sorry about that. Shoving cheese in my face. What's up? What's new? How's everybody doing? Are you hanging in there? How's my friends in Florida? You guys okay? The Dixie Belle is in Tampa, and I haven't been online today to see what's going on. Pretty sure their paint shipments are going to be delayed for a little bit, which is understandable, right? So let me introduce myself. My name is Debbie Tona, furniture artist down here at Tona Transformations. What I have today for Thrifty Thursday, every Thursday I come on and I try to do a upcycle from something that I found at the thrift store. There's a thrift store right next to my store. Our buildings, actually our walls adjoin. And I don't know, probably about 2 or 3 months ago, I actually, let me turn the bell off, was in there and I happened upon a treasure that I just couldn't pass up. I have this thing, like I'm always like, okay, I could totally do something with that. So when you do hop on, just say hi. Hi, Desi. And say hi. But anyhow, this is what this is. Now, let me put the camera. It is a bird cage light. Actually, the plastic thing in the middle is the thing that hangs down. And there's a shade that goes up through here like this. So it attaches in there. And it's a hanging light. Now, if you've ever been in a store, you know that I am known for my vintage amazing lights, right? Well, I thought, why not make this one look like another amazing vintagey light? It's big. Like, see? So I have to still wire it. So what I did is I taped off the cord that's up here because I didn't want to get paint on it. And I kind of jumbled up all the middle markings because I can't hardly get my arm up there because it's pretty tall. This thing is a good 2 to 3 feet tall. How am I going to do this? Let's go higher so you can kind of see the whole thing. So here's my thought. It's black right now, and it's kind of boring as black. So as I was pondering what to do with it, I thought, let's add some white, but then let's add some patina. Let's make it a shabby chic. Make it look like a rusted, old, white, rusted white. So I put some white in my thing. It's at Dixie Belle's Fluff. And I literally am just going to tap this whole thing. Like this might be kind of a boring live because this is going to take a hot minute, right, to cover all these. But I'm not trying to cover all of the black. I'm just trying to put some paint on it, right? So it doesn't look so stark. Like, I don't know. What's the word? It's just kind of blah right now. So what I will do is that actually is a light that should be hardwired, but I will have my husband come and we'll attach a power cord to it. So that way we can just plug it in. So it could be a light, and this one will be for sale. My lights are never for sale. This one's going to be for sale, right? That you can plug into your own home. It already looks better. I guess, let me see if there's an easier way. No, I don't really like all the paint when I do it that way. I want it to be kind of sporadic, so I am just going to tap it. But I do want to put the patina on it, so bear with me. What's new? Everybody's safe from the storms? I hope so. Thinking about you all if you live on the eastern side of this nation. Hope you're all faring okay. I mean, there's a lot to be said for like living in that beautiful weather all the time, right? And you got to put up with that. Hey, Jan. My broadcast is more fun than the news, that's for sure. I don't watch the news anymore. I gave up watching the news because it pisses me off every time I watch it. It just gets so like, and today so and so did this. I'm like, I'll see like the news of the hurricane and stuff. I'll just watch it on TikTok. Real people like showing what's going on there instead of the media's version of what's going on in the world, right? Social media has really changed the way we see things, right? We have more views, I guess, is the way, right? So if you're just joining me, this is a light fixture. Why is it doing that? Your husband's a news junkie. We never watch the news. To be honest, I mean, I know the news is on some stations 24/7. By the time I get home, make dinner, and finally sit down, it's like 7 o'clock. So news already done, which is fine with me. I'll read it on Facebook or something, or like when I go on to pay bills, it'll be on my dashboard. So, but I hope you guys are having a good day. We're gearing up for Christmas. Like I just decided today. So my husband just got the call that he's going to have knee surgery this next week. We've been waiting to hear. And I was going to put Christmas out on, I was going to try to do it this next week. Well, my birthday's on Sunday. And I thought, God, I really don't want to work on my birthday because it takes me 2 full days to redo the whole store. So I made executives, and then he has surgery on Tuesday. So we're closed Sundays and Mondays. So I would have to work Sunday and Monday. Well, Sunday's my birthday. And I didn't really want to work, but I thought, well, I could do some of it on Monday, but then I tear the whole entire store apart, like a part. Like everything is just, there's no way I could do it while I was open. It's a big old mess. And I have to be here by myself because so my husband a lot of times will come down and like help me set, like if I want to move furniture around. But if I'm not here by myself, I can't do it. Like I know I have my girls that work for me help me get the stuff ready. They'll put it all back here. But I can't have anybody here while I'm decorating. Sound weird just because I'm so particular like how I want it. And then, I have the vision in my head. So here's the deal. So he's going to have surgery on Tuesday, which actually works out really good because then next Sunday and Monday, we won't do anything anyhow because he'll still be recouping. I can just come and work and he can stay home and do stuff. Hang out. He's having not knee replacement, just a meniscus tear, which he's had knee replacement. So he knows what it's like. So he'll be, he's not one to sit down at all. So he'll be hobbling around and doing things by Sunday. But give me a chance because we won't be doing much. Okay. I don't know if you can tell, but this already looks better, I think. So now it looks a little shabby, but it still looks a little hard for another word. I wonder if I shouldn't put another color of white on here. Like a creamier white. The news makes you depressed. It does. I mean, it's life, right? Well, and the good news at Tona Transformations, Christmas will be out in another 2 weeks. That's your news you need today. We have classes coming up. That's good news. What do you guys think about this light fixture? It's going to be super cool when it's all put together. I like it. I'm not going to worry about the inside. So I'm going to kind of just go around and make sure I didn't miss any of these. Add a little more paint. Just kind of tap, tap, tapping so that the white does show through. I know it's kind of hard to see in the angle. I knew this was going to be a tough one, but I do want to add the patina. So we're going to do that next. Because I think some rust on this would be really badass. What do you guys think? Let me bring the camera down a little bit. It would be really cool to add some rusty crusties on here. So then it really does look like it's super old. You know, I don't spray like paint any of this stuff. In the olden days, I would have went to like Home Depot and bought a can of spray paint before I started doing this stuff and just sprayed it that shiny stuff, right? But I gotta say, chalk paint is the best thing to do is to like, you can add layers of chalk paint. So the best part about chalk paint is that you can layer everything up and it doesn't just have to be like shiny. Hey, Jess. Shiny, right? Shiny. So lots of fun. So just tap in. This is Dixie Belle's Fluff. You can use any color you want on metal. This is metal. It will stick. I didn't really do much prep. I didn't even wash it with white lightning. It's brand new. It didn't have grease or anything. It's never been hung up in anybody's house. So it's never been used. Okay. Now we're going to quit. And I hardly used any paint. I'm going to have to put that back in my jar. Let's try some patina and see what happens. Let me show you. So the patina paints come in different colors. And I'm going to put some gloves on because it will ruin my manicure. It's the only paint that doesn't come off very easily from my nails or my fingers. So I've tried to start leaving a pair of gloves. You can see I've used these before for the patina. They're like this is like the gloves that murderers or that wear, right? They wear the black ones. Murderers, like the guys that break into houses. So I use this container for my patina all the time. I need something to stir it with. So Dixie Belle has a great line of patina paint. What it does is it is a paint that when sprayed with a spray causes a chemical reaction. So this paint, can you see inside of there? I don't have my light on. It's kind of like a rusty, weird color in there. This paint has particles, metal particles that settle to the bottom. So don't just shake it. You really need to stir it and dish up that yumminess that's on the bottom. If your paint gets really chunky and crunchy, that's okay because natural rust is chunky and crunchy, right? And pour a little bit of that into our little vessel here. And then I'm going to add some bronze paint too. So there's 3 colors of paint. I'm going to shake it and I'm going to stir it. They are bronze, copper, and iron. You know, like an old bronze statue. And you notice I just dipped the same thing. I didn't wash it. I don't really care. It's not going to make a difference. Like my stick. So we got to really stir it up so you get that stuff really mixed in good. I'm going to pour a little bit into my bowl. I unplugged the bell. Is he here?
Yeah.
Okay. Get a big, yeah. It should be easy to move.
Yeah.
I don't think it's that heavy. Did he bring blankets?
Yeah, and his wife is here too.
Oh, okay. Okay. Somebody's here to pick up a piece of furniture. Darn it. I want to talk to her. Okay. So then what we're going to do is we're going to take the green spray, shake it up, and we're going to add our sprayer to it. I thought she was coming by herself, or he was coming by himself to pick up the furniture. We're going to I take an old brush, a chip brush. I sell these for $2.50. I know you're like, this old ugly brush, and it's longer, and I cut the ends. And the reason I cut this is so that it's a hard, stipply thing. Because when you do a bronze or a rusted finish, it's not supposed to be smooth. It's supposed to be kind of old looking, right? So I'm going to load the paint, and then we're going to just do this stipple on here, okay? I'm going to go into the bronze and the iron and leaving some white showing through. See that? Am I close enough? This is one of those things that you're not going to be able to see immediately. I'm sorry to inform you, because patina does take hours to actually patina. Does that make sense? To actually change and do its deal. Okay. So I'm going to do this little section. I'm just tapping the paint on. I am actually pulling the bronze and the iron kind of together. I'm not trying to separate them. I can if I want, but it doesn't really matter. I'll dip in the one or the other. The secret to this stuff is to get it on kind of chunky, and then I move my computer, spray the spray on it while the paint is still wet. Okay. That's why I covered the middle here. Oops. So this is going to waste a lot of spray because it's going through the holes. But you're going to want to really spray all the areas that you just painted. Okay. What this does is in about 6 hours, anywhere from 1 hour to 6 hours, this will change and it'll be a rusted, aged, old look. It'll look rusted and bronzed, like how you know those bronze statues have that green verdigris. That's what this will look like. And by adding the two together, guess what happens? You get a really cool look. This door right here is patinaed. So that's how it does it. And then it takes a little bit of time. So I'm going to rust it and make it look like an old bronzy, rusted, crusted thing. It doesn't look like a lot right now. It just looks like zebra stripes. And we're going to let it sit. Unfortunately, it's not going to be finished today. I'm going to do the whole thing. And we're just going to tap, tap, tap like I was. We're just going to keep turning it and kind of tap it on. And go all the way around it with the paint and the spray. Have you ever used the patina products? They work on wood, glass, metal. I don't care what you have. They work on everything. And they literally are some of the coolest products to use in the Dixie Belle line, because you never know what it's going to look like or how it's going to shape up. So if you want something to look super old and rusted, this is how you do it. It doesn't have to be old and rusted. You just do it, right? So I wanted to show you guys that. I will try to post pictures. Probably won't be able to post them until I actually hang it up, light it up, because it's not going to be pretty until I do that. So you get the idea. We're going to let it sit. If anybody wants to come in and see it in person, I get a lot of people come in on Friday and Saturday after I do Thrifty Thursday, because they're so intrigued by what I did. And then they look at it and they're like, wow, it looks so much different than when you did it live, which is the lighting. And there's so much distraction. There's so much crap back here around the background. It's hard to just concentrate on that. So I get that. But yeah, if you ever want to come in and see them live and touch them and look at them, feel free. Come on in and see what it's all about. Okay, you guys, I'm going to sign off for now. So thanks for watching. And what I always say every week, go out, be fabulous, stay safe, give them babies a kiss, and I will see